So loud. Hello. That was so loud. I don't know if it was loud on your side, but it was loud on my side. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yes, you're seeing me in the daylight today. Can everybody hear me, first of all? Because I have the microphone set up. We'll see if it's working. I got my chat on. I was like, I don't know, today has been a day. I'm going to preface this by saying that my ADHD meds are currently on a back order. So I've been taking my old dose, which I was like, oh, this will be fine. And then the cumulative old dose for like 5 days has not exactly been fine, but we're getting there. My computer decided it's doing some kind of update to my hard drive. Okay, it thinks it's done. We're good. All right, so we're here for 3 hours today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Fox, and I'm sprinting on behalf of Heart Breathing's community. We are an awesome community, and you should definitely check out the link in the description box if you want to get more sprint information. We are a day away from Double Down Day, so I'll be talking about that as we go on today. Like I said, we're gonna be here for 3 hours, so 12 to 3 Eastern time. So I'm gonna plan to do, I think we'll do two 25-minute sprints, two 45-minute sprints, and then a 25 or 20 or 25 to finish. So that's the plan for today. Well, my computer has already like beeped at me twice, so I don't know. Just like say a little prayer to the tech gremlins, appease the tech gremlins. So yeah, we're gonna do our best. So what's everybody working on today? What are we up to? I am trying to get my day started. Yes, it is noon. Last night, so in real life, I'm a pharmacist, and last night was our annual. Like we have to do an inventory once a year, like after hours, and excuse me, that was last night. So I was there much later than we normally are, and it was like chaos, and we got it done, and I was just like came home, and I was just like totally mentally done. So yeah, I'm getting a late start this morning. I've been trying to like get on track with doing my to-do list and setting up my HB90 and trying to get things done, and it's just not worked yet. So got into like a long chat with my friends over on the Empire of the Sun Discord, my Empyreans. We were all chatting this morning, which was nice, but I'm like, I gotta do stuff. I gotta get stuff done. So I'm gonna try to start this sprint setting up my planner, doing my to-do list, going with that. So let's see who is here. Mel's here. Hi. Mel never gets to come to my sprints because I sprint in the evenings. I sprint vampire time on Mel's coast. Mel's an hour ahead of me. Yeah, right. Nova Scotia is 1 hour. So it's 8 p.m. already by the time I start sprinting on Sundays. Oh, yes. I normally sprint on Sunday evenings if you are new here. So I'm sprinting tomorrow at 9 p.m. for Double Down Day, but my regular Sunday sprints are 7 p.m. Eastern. So I will be there for that as well. You get 3 days of me. Sorry. Sorry in advance. Half friend is here. Hello. And it's like a more normal time. So you're not just like getting ready for bed. That's excellent. Hello. Michael Don is here. New dose for my son is out. I'm going to have to do the old dose. Yeah. We, as a pharmacist, we've been dealing with these like back orders. Like I've never seen them before in the last like 6 or 7 years. And every time we think like, okay, we're through this one, and then something else is like, just kidding, now I'm out. And it's like, oh, you got used to me being in stock? Well, sorry, but we're not anymore. So the struggle is real. Okay, Michael Don says, uploading all my docs for book 2 to vendors today, just double checking the cover. That's exciting. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Yolanda is here, cleaning the kitchen the first sprint, maybe the first 2. Yeah, that's on my list for today too. I mean, not that I have made my list. The list is it's the tornado watch versus tornado warning. We're in the list watch, and hopefully by the end of this sprint we'll be in the list warning. Okay, that's the goal. So all right, let's get our sprint clock up here. So we're going to do 25 minutes to start. Let's get our little Fox going here, and we'll do that. Let's do our screen share. I was off last week because we were on vacation. Do I remember how to do this? There we go. There's me in the corner. Okay, 25 minutes on the clock. Go out there and go after your dreams, your goals, your to-do list, whatever you got. And I will see you on the other side. All right, besties, welcome back. How did you do on the first sprint? What'd you get done or not done or whatever fun adventures happened on that sprint? I did start my HB90 page. Look at that. I know that you can read everything, but I did start like kind of doing my list of all the things that I have to do. Sometimes I make a to-do list and it's like that day's to-do list. And sometimes I make a to-do list where I'm like, this is everything I need to do before I go back to work on whatever day. Because my job, we work 7 days on, 7 days off. So we switch on Wednesdays. So like either Wednesday is your first day of 7 days of work or your first day of 7 days off. This week being an exception because we had the inventory. So I worked yesterday, which would normally have been my day off. But so right now my brain is like very cluttered. So I was just kind of like, it's a mixture of what I have to do right now versus what I have to do over the next few days. And then spent some of that sprint trying to figure out logistics with my friend. We're supposed to be taking the dogs to the dog marathon tomorrow, but she's a dog walker as a profession. We also met at the shelter. So we like met dog walking and that's what she also does for a living. I don't know if y'all can hear that. There's something beeping outside. So anyway, so she's got like several clients tomorrow and she's like, I have to figure out the timing of this. And also my car is stuck in a parking garage. Like cool stuff. Love it. So we were working on that. And then I was going through and updating my Notion. I use my Notion as my Kanban board. And I was like, I'm in this process of I'm making these little note cards for my chapters because I have some chapters that I wrote later. And I figured if I have everything like summarized here, then it'll be easier to just like move them around and everything. And then I have like 2 days that we went to a coffee shop and wrote on our trip last week. And I was like, I can't remember what day. And not that it's important. The important thing is that I wrote them, but I like to put like what day I did them so I can see kind of like how fast or slow I'm progressing through my list here. And I was like, I can't remember, but now I do remember. It was the day that it rained. I remember this now. Okay. Anyway, so that's what I've been working on, trying to like get everything that's like, and to be like, but you know, it's a process. So let's see how you all did. Cassie's here. Hi. I was thinking of you today because Michelle and I were planning our Davecation, some of our Davecation stops in July, and we're going to see you hopefully. Yay. Sarah says, hi, everyone, popping in from my neighborhood cafe to get some work done this morning, fixing plot holes on a scene level before drafting. That's fun being at the I need to start doing more coffee shops. We did coffee shop writing dates on vacation, and I like never do that at home. I think it's because there's an adorable dog right over there. And if I go to the coffee shop, there's not an adorable dog. So that might be part of it, but that's fun. And here's Rita says, didn't forget hubby decided to go to town and run all the errands this morning. I'll watch the replay later. See you for Double Down Day. Yes, Rita is sprinting tomorrow for Double Down Day. I'm going to try to get the link. Sarah Brody had like a nice link this morning that was like, you can see all the Double Down Day stuff. So I have to find where that is. But yes, Rita is sprinting. I can't remember what time. I'll have to look. But I know it's in the middle of all the Sarahs. It's like Sarah, Rita, Sarah, me. And I was like, I've broken the stream of the Sarahs. So I'm like, maybe I should stream tomorrow night in my Sarah from Labyrinth Halloween costume because I was Sarah from Labyrinth one year. I will not. It was my wedding dress that we turned into a Halloween costume. But Michael Dawn says, cover files fit. Now I'm waiting for approval of the uploads. That's so exciting. Oh my goodness. That is so exciting. See, okay, you could hear the person backing up my street. I couldn't see the car. My like computer is here and the window is like right there. So I can like look out at the sunrise in the mornings and daydream. It's very nice. But then things beep and it's, you know, as soon as we hit March 1st, I can't have closed windows in the house because I am a feral trail gremlin. Sarah says, got a few speed bumps smoothed out and scene cards made. Yeah, see, scene cards is where it's at. I'm just telling you, scene cards. And you can get a fashionable fanny pack to keep your scene cards in. This is actually my Dave Matthews Band concert fanny pack because it's like the right size and it fits my fan and my phone. Got to have a portable fan for summer tour. But it also is now, I'm going to have to figure something out different for Davecation because it is now holding all my note cards. Sarah says, oh, can only write out of the house because I have 3 adorable dogs and 4 sweet kitties. See, it's the dogs. It's the dogs that keep me home. She's just like sleeping and not sleeping. She's curled up in a little ball staring at me and judging me, I guess is what she's actually doing. So, all right, so let's get into our second 25-minute sprint. Let's pull up. I'm wondering if I change. Okay, just bear with me for 1 second here. So I'm going to go back to this sprint because y'all know I've been having issues where like when I get to the third stream, it doesn't want to, it like crashes for a minute. And I'm wondering if it's because, let's see if I don't want to mess this up. I thought maybe I can't share more than one little box, but this is advanced technology and Fox is not advanced technology. It's a problem. I'm going to do a practice stream. Practice streams at our house are really funny because I go, husband, can you go downstairs and pretend that you're a viewer? And then I log on and make a little like private stream and I'm like, did this work? Thankfully, he is like very patient with me about these things because he is a technology person. I am not. And that's how it works. Someone who is good at technology and someone who is made of magnets find each other and get married. That is how life works. Okay. Here's our little fox. We got 25 minutes. All right. Head out into your dreams and your goals, and I will see you on the other side. I wonder if I hit stop sharing. Okay, everybody, welcome back. That was our second 25-minute sprint. And how did everybody do on that one? See, a couple people came in, a couple people left during the sprint. So we'll catch up in a second here. Okay, I'm going to try to see if I hit stop sharing screen. Stop sharing. I don't know if that's going to work or not to like not kick us out. Again, just doing my best here. So on that sprint, I did get my monthly planner, like overview plan. I don't know if you can see the overview of the month. Like the washi tape is where days that I work. That helps me keep track of when I'm working. And then I just put in my events, times that I'm streaming, dance classes. I'm teaching dance at the end of the month, all that stuff. And then we're traveling. We're going to Palm Springs. But you already knew that, I'm sure, because it's been 2 months since I've been there. So if I don't go to the desert every 2 months, I die. That's just, I don't make the rules. I just have to follow them. So I did do that. And then I realized, speaking of Palm Springs, that I had not reserved us a car yet. And I was like, oh, well, that's not going to work. So because we're going to be in Joshua Tree twice. We're going to be there. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, so there's this podcast that I listen to. It's called Desert Oracle. And it's like spooky stuff and stuff about the desert. It's Ken Lane is the guy who does the podcast. And they do these things called campfire stories where they like go to a place in Joshua Tree and they do like a live show. And they haven't done one in like a while. And they are doing a few of them coming up. And one of them happens to be the night that we're going to be in Palm Springs. And I was like, so they're going to talk about Yucca Man and Giant Rock and the Integratron. We are going to the Integratron as well. So I'm very excited. When I get to the desert, I get like very woo-woo and excited. And like I become my best self. That's where like Desert Fox is the best Fox. The rest of the time, Fox is just doing their best Fox. Why? Hashtag not an influencer. But the desert, best. I just realized I'm backwards to you. I thought I had it flipped so that it would show the correct way, but I guess not. Anyway, so how did everybody do on that sprint there? What all did y'all work on? Hafren says, have to make a series Bible for my books, and I'm on book 2 and can't remember everything from book 1. The struggle is real. Like, yeah, that is a great idea to make a series Bible, because the more that I think one of the problems too is like the more that you know your characters and the more that you know your world and your story, it can be easy to like, oh, I know that this happened, but you didn't actually like write the scene or write the emotion that lets the reader know that that happened, because it's just like, I know these people so well. These are my besties now. Like, so yeah, series Bible is a great idea to keep track of that. Sarah Brody is here. Hello. I was on her sprints earlier today. Sarah, how do we do the link for the Double Down Day stream? Is it just on the Google Calendar that you were sharing this morning? You were sharing a link. I'm supposed to have you as an admin of my channel, but I don't know how to do that. So once I figure that out, then you can just share the link yourself. But I wanted to share that, make sure we have that up there for everybody to know the sprints tomorrow. Mel said, got the MacBook set up, going to read for a while. But then shortly after, Mel was like, the tired has hit, going to lie down. So I'm so glad that Mel made it to one of my sprints, because they're always like, it's always too late. My sprints are too late for them all the time. So I feel like very special right now. Yolanda says, still cleaning, but almost done. That's great. Hey, that is awesome. Any cleaning project, I feel like it just, you can estimate an amount of time, but it's going to be way more than that. And there's no control over it. It's just how it goes. Sarah says, got through about 7 more scenes. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Everybody's doing so great today. Everybody is having like a very productive, wonderful day. And I'm proud of you all. So, okay. This one is going to be our first 45-minute sprint. We're going to do 2 45-minute sprints. So this will be the first one. Let's get our Fox up here. You know, the reason I don't do like a chat timer is because I have this problem where I'm like crashing the computer every time I get to the 3rd sprint. So maybe this will have fixed it. Closing one of my share the screen things. I don't know. We're going to see. We're doing science right now. Share the screen. Share it. We got it. I don't know also why ads are showing up. This is very frustrating to me because bigtimer.net advertises itself as no ads. And I also have an ad blocker running. So like, I don't know, but it's gone now. It disappeared. So, okay. 45 minutes. This is our flow state. We're going to have 2 flow state sprints. This is our first one. Get into the zone. Now you should be like a little warmed up and your joints are a little juicy for doing things. Your to-do listing joints are a little juicy. I don't know. I tried to make it make sense and I just doing my best, as the little sign says. Okay. I will see you all in 45 minutes. Okay, everybody, that was the end of our first 45-minute sprint. We'll have one more 45-minute sprint and then the cool down sprint after that. So how did everybody do on that one? I am working on meal planning and I'm going to do my grocery order during the next one. So I don't know, meal planning. I like cooking and I don't mind if I have the time to go grocery shopping, but I just the planning part like overwhelms me. So we got a letter in the mail from Kroger with like a coupon for Home Chef. So we used to use HelloFresh. We really liked it, and then they switched to like all this. They were just using AI for everything, and the recipes were like not being tested before they were being sent out, and so some of them like the ingredients were off and stuff, and I was just like, no. So we stopped doing that one. We tried Gobble for a little while, which I really liked, but they didn't the packaging wasn't like very like all the HelloFresh stuff, the meats all came like vacuum sealed. So they would like you'd get them on Wednesday and they would last all the way till the next Wednesday. And then the Gobble ones were not like packaged that like that. So you had to basically like whatever day you got 3 meals and you had to eat those like the next 3 days, which isn't really like how things work for us. So we ended up just stopping that. And I was like, okay, we're not going to do that. And then Kroger sent me this like super coupon and I was like, okay, fine. I'll try Home Chef. So we're trying that. So our first order of that comes Tuesday. So that'll be like some of our meals next week. But I was like, I need something for now until Tuesday. And we got back from our trip like late Sunday night and did not do any groceries since then. My mom picked a couple things up for us, but that was it. So yeah, so I did spend that sprint chatting with my friend about what we're going to be We're like always like on the, okay, what's our fitness this week? What's our meal planning and meal prep this week? So for some reason I was thinking about that TikTok feta pasta with the feta and cherry tomatoes that were like all the rage, 6 years ago at this point. And I was like, man, that was so good. So that's what we're going to make tonight. I was like, husband, can we make that old TikTok recipe we used to make? So we're going to do that tonight. We're going to make the feta. It's like feta and olive oil and garlic and cherry tomatoes and spinach. And then we're going to add shrimp to it. So it has some protein. So that's what I was doing. I was like printing out my little recipes. And then we do a meal for like lunches and stuff for work. We do a meal plan subscription through Salmon Fitness. So I've got the new recipes for that. And like, I've been obsessed with this. Like it's a high protein baked French toast. It is so good. So we've been making that for breakfast. Cause I like usually take my breakfast into work. Cause I can do like first, 30 minutes of my day on the computer while I'm eating my breakfast and having coffee. So that's what I was doing. All this information about all my meal prep ideas. And like, I don't have anything to snack on. Like, I don't know, like just, we got home from our trip. Our flight was late. I had it planned so we would get home. The flight was supposed to land at 8:45 on Sunday. And I was like, okay, by the time we get our bags, get our car, go pick up Layla, get home, like we can be in bed before 11. And then I'll start the week off strong because I had to work the next day. And then our flight got delayed like 2.5 hours. They made up a little bit of time, but still by the time we did all of those things, it was like 2 a.m. by the time I went to bed. So like did not do the things I had on my plan. Best intentions did not go through. So let's see. Anybody here in the chat? Sarah said she had to go. Thanks for the sprint. See you tomorrow. Yes, Sarah is sprinting. Let me get the schedule up here. I can pull it up on my Hardee's thing here. Okay, so tomorrow's schedule for Double Down Day. We have, these are all in Eastern time. 5 a.m. is Kay. Kay's going to be so excited to see people at 5 a.m. because I know she's up that time every day anyway. We have at 7 a.m. is, Sarah Brody, you're at 7 tomorrow? Oh my goodness. Okay, we got all kinds of early morning sprinters tomorrow. That's exciting. Okay, so yeah, Kay at 5 a.m., Sarah Brody at 7. Mel is her regular time at 9. We have Tamara at 11 to 1. Rita is at 1 p.m. I thought we had, some people have jumped in since the last time I looked at this. Okay, wait, I got to recalibrate myself. I was like, I thought all the Sarahs were together, but no, I see. Okay, some changes here. All right, so Rita at 1 p.m., Sarah P at 3 p.m., Sarah D at 5 p.m., Sarah Cannon at 7 p.m., and not Sarah Fox at 9 p.m. So we have a whole day tomorrow. It's going to be super exciting. Sarah says, "Oh, you've done Home Chef is pretty good. A couple years since we ordered from them." Yeah, we never tried that. We only did HelloFresh, and I really like for a long time we did HelloFresh for years, and I really liked it. And then the quality of stuff started to like switch. Like that's when we were like, okay, no, that we're done with that. So we'll see. I'll be reporting on my channel. You'll all be hearing from me. Oh, my mom is here. Said I wrote a short story about an old woman who went mad because she couldn't deal with modern technology. Did you write that short story, or was that short story the phone call that you and I had during that sprint, Mom? Mom is having phone issues, but I think we got it fixed. Fingers crossed, we got it all sorted out. Uh, I am a 40-something mad at modern technology and can't deal with it. Sarah. Oh, okay. You guys switched. Okay. That makes sense. Because I remember seeing like in the chat, it was like Sarah, Rita, Sarah. So, okay. That makes sense now. I got you. So, yeah, everybody tomorrow for Double Down Day, it's all day. We got 5 a.m. until 11 p.m. You are going to get all your stuff done. It's going to be very exciting. So, let's jump into our second 45-minute sprint. We're going to put, okay, here we go. Let's put this fox up here. I think I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. I'm going to say stop sharing. And then I'm going to say start sharing. Sharing. Maybe I fixed it. I don't know. It's thinking. Yay. There we go. All right. Let's put our 45 minutes on here. It's the little things. When I get something technology to work, I get very excited. So 45 minutes on the clock, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, we are back from our second 45-minute sprint. We have one more sprint left. Let's just do 20 minutes to cool it down for our final sprint. So how did you do on that one? I did a meal plan. I had a snack or lunch. I don't know what meal. My meals have been all messed up this week. So I ate something. I did a meal plan. I did a grocery order, so that will be coming. And then I had to close the door downstairs because it suddenly got really cold again. It was like we had a frost warning overnight. We're having another one tonight. But for a little while there, it was like 58. And I was like, okay, this is kind of pleasant to have the windows open. And now the hoodie is back, as you can see. So I am still going to try to get a little bit more done on. I'm trying to set up like a writing plan for the next week. Basically, I want to get my note cards done before we leave for Palm Springs, so that when I'm in Palm Springs, I can actually be doing like the editing and the writing the new chapters and that kind of stuff. I want to be done with like this outlining portion of things. So that's my plan, is to have that done. So I'm going to keep working and see if I can get a little bit more of a structured plan. If I have a plan and I'm like, okay, today I'm doing this chapter, today I'm doing this chapter, then that helps me stay on top of it better, because then it's not just like the nebulous like idea of I want to do things. So anybody, I don't even know if, is anybody still here? Is anybody still with me? I don't have a lot of comments here. So Yolanda says, thank you. Went back to my work in progress editing after I finished the kitchen. Got 2 more chapters done. Awesome. Got the kitchen clean. Got chapters done. Like, amazing. I love it. So let's just get us in. If there's anybody still here, I'm going to put on our last sprint. Or if you're watching on the replay, let's get into one more 20-minute sprint just to cool us down at the end here. There are no other sprints scheduled for Heart Breathings today. Let me, here we go. I'm going to share. Is this where we find it? Ooh. Heart Breathings app. No. Okay. I'm going to share the screen here for the link here in the comments. That is for the schedule for tomorrow. If you want to see on there all the people who are sprinting tomorrow, like I said, we have sprints going straight through from 5 a.m. until 11 p.m. I'm your 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. person. So have that afternoon coffee or Alani or whatever to get you through. So I'll share that there. And then if you are looking for sprints for the rest of the day, I will share, since there's nobody else sprinting for Heart Breathings for the rest of the day. Yeah, Jenna canceled her sprints tonight. So I'll share the AuthorTube link here. It's a Google Doc, and this is other people who are streaming, who are in the writing community, not affiliated with Heart Breathings, although some of the Heart Breathings admins are listed on there as well. So let's get into one final little sprint here. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like, brain is braining here. Brain is buffering. All right. Let's do stop sharing and then reshare. Okay. Final little 20 minutes here. If anything you're finishing up, make sure you've gotten up and moved around also. Like, I've been running up and down the stairs doing things. So I've gotten mine. And I forgot to remind you all to get yours. So see you back in 20 minutes to wrap things up. All right, friends, that is it. That was our final sprint of the day. So thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Double Down Day, as I have mentioned multiple times. So I will see you all. I'm setting the alarm. I'm going to be visiting Kay at 5 a.m. making it happen. You did a great job, everybody.